build strong technical foundation. And who is this person? Mr. Isaac John. Now, he's also a very passionate trainer who is ready to build young ones from the foundation up and even to a higher Itech level. Mr. Isaac John, it's an honor to have you here.
Thank you very much, Miss Nelly. And there you have it. Those are the wonderful trainers that you will be meeting here at IDC, and you'll be coming across them as you move on the classes or depending on the tracks that you take. So you really agree with me that you are in safe hands. So now we are moving on to the next part of our students, of our training, of our program tonight, sorry. And this time we want to hear from our past students. We want to hear from those who have worked this part before you as someone that's new. So these stories, they are not just stories, they are actually proof of growth. And so let's have our audiovisual team play us this short video on the stories and the journeys of some of our past students. Let's see how they feel about this entire program so that you hear from the horse's mouth.
I learned about educational charity through a family friend and through my brother who has benefited from this program. What really motivated me is that when I saw my brother creating games, talking about computer and IT, really inspired me to be part of this program. Before I don't know how to press the computer, but when I got and I know how to on the computer and how to use PowerPoint to do my assignments, and I was able to create my own game using Scratch. I'm so happy that I am able to create my own game. I would recommend this program to my friends because I want them to benefit from what I have benefited. Thank you, Itech Educational Charity. God bless Itech. God bless the instructor.
My name is Otukini Asawo and I'm a student from St. David's Dragons Catholic School, and I'm here to present my experience from the IDC program. Once I heard that there was something called an IDC program, I was filled with joy and curiosity at what will happen in the IDC program. The most surprising thing I learned was coding and learning the basics of the computer. What I remember was doing all the slideshows of the computer and learning how to make games on Scratch. The training has impacted my confidence by helping me to type with my fingers well, helping me to create other games, and to learn how to use the computer. Okay. Sure, it's an amazing program. So I'd like anyone from around the world to learn about the computer. Thank you.
My name is Grace Sunday. I'm one of the beneficiaries of the Tech Foundation program at the Itech Educational Charity. Actually, I got to know about Itech from a friend. She told me something is happening at Onia Showroom about the program. So that spiked my interest. And personally, I love challenges and I love learning. So I decided to give it a go. So during the course of the program, I learned so many things, ranging from computer hardware, softwares, networking, PowerPoint, and so many other interesting topics. But something stood out. During the course of our lectures, my instructor usually mentioned ChatGPT. I think he has been talking about it so many times and the kind of tool it is. I never really give it any thought, but one day I said, okay, let me just install it. I installed it on my device, and it has been very, very helpful. I'm going to recommend it. In fact, I've started recommending it already. I even brought my son for junior grade. So, yeah, I'd like to say a very big thank you to Itech for this amazing opportunity, exposing me to this world of tech. Kudos to Itech. Please keep up the good work.
My name is Wendy Jordan, and I recently completed the A+ class. I was personally motivated to take the training class because I'm in search of a new career. A career that will allow me to work from home as a caregiver for my mother. I've always been the go-to guru for computers, cell phone setup, and I enjoy assisting people with their mobile devices. When I started the class, I knew I would learn a lot. There are a few things that surprised me. Number one, how much I already knew, and that I was able to blend and clarify information with the information that we received that would allow me to work from home. Another pleasant surprise was how collaborative the entire class. I've always been the go-to. We consistently work together in class to review the setup, and I enjoy cheering each other on when we presented our videos. When I started the class, I knew I would learn a lot. It doesn't matter what your knowledge level is. Number one, how much I already knew, and I was personally motivated to clarify information. I want to thank with the information as well as the students. It has another pleasant was how collaborative. Thank you. I've always been the go-to. We consistently work together in class, and I enjoy cheering each other on when we presented our videos. When I started the class, I knew I would learn a lot. It doesn't matter what your knowledge level is. Number one, how much I already knew, and I was personally motivated to clarify information. I want to thank with the information as well as the students. It has another pleasant was how collaborative.
I'm so sorry about that. We're currently having issues with our audiovisual teams, so just give us a moment to get right on track, please.
Yeah, we are hearing about 3 students at the same time. Seems like everybody is in a hurry to get their voice out there.
So let's just hold on a few moments, please. So in the meantime, let's acknowledge our board members. So we actually have board members who would like to acknowledge their presence after the general introduction that we did. So the first on the list here is Mr. Azubi K. Enwere. He's actually Itech's vice president. So Mr. Azubi K, we thank you very much for your service. We hope that you will be able to continue to help us in empowering the vision of this great organization. We also have Mr. Todd Mentor. Thank you very much, sir, once again. So please can our audiovisual team highlight those who are available so that our students here can recognize them. And last but definitely not the least, we have Mr. Chika Oji, and he is a trainer. So thank you very much for this. Thank you for all you do. We hope that you will continue to help us more in empowering these communities. Okay. So is our video ready now?
Exposing me to this world of tech. Kudos to Itech. Please keep up the good work.
My name is Wendy Jordan, and I recently completed the A+ class. I was personally motivated to take the training class because I'm in search of a new career, a career that will allow me to work from home as I'm a caregiver for my mother. I've always been the go-to guru for computers, cell phone setup, and I enjoy assisting people with their mobile devices. When I started the class, I knew I would learn a lot. There are a few things that surprised me. Number one, how much I already knew, and that I was able to blend and clarify information with the information that we received in class. Another pleasant surprise was how collaborative the entire class was. We consistently worked together in class to review the information. We cheered each other on when we presented our videos and passed the exams. It doesn't matter what your knowledge level is, you will learn enough to start yourself out on the right path. I want to thank the instructors as well as my fellow students. It has been a pleasure and a joy. Thank you.
What motivated me to join the IDC training is when I first heard about it from my mom and Mr. Fayoshe, I felt motivated and I wanted to know what they're doing inside that class, so I joined it. The most valuable thing that I learned that I'll never forget is that the first basics of the computer, what you need to do. And the other thing I learned is coding from scratch. The training impacted my confidence because before I wasn't able to speak in front of a crowd because I was scared, but now it impacted me by making me not afraid of speaking in front of crowds anymore. Yes, I'll recommend the program to others because they really need to know the basics of the computer and different things like programming the computer and learning how to start and shut it down properly. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I was motivated to join this training program because it is so important to remain relevant in a rapidly changing world. Additionally, I desired to transition to a technological skill career path. In the beginning, I was somewhat concerned that I might be taking on too much over a short period of time. However, I found the course to be well-paced if you didn't get behind. I really liked the way the content was broken down into easily digestible chunks of knowledge. Based on my positive experience, I would definitely recommend
All right. I'm sure you've heard from our students now and their experience with us at Itech. So before we move ahead, we have another special guest that would like to be acknowledging his presence. We have Mr. Ayodele Fayeshe, and he is a senior trainer here at Itech. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayodele, for all that you do. So we hope that the videos and the stories you've heard now stirred something in you. And they are powerful reminders that it is possible to accomplish anything once you stay committed and believe in the process, no matter how difficult the situation seems. So we hope that one day you too will be able to give your testimonial just like this one's. So to give
We
us
can
a visionary start to this evening, let's welcome the founder and the CEO of Itech Development Charities, Mr. Bola Fayeshe. You're welcome, sir. We'd like to hear your speech.
Thank you very much. Give me a moment to share my. Okay. Okay.
We're cheering in advance.
All right. Let me share my screen. Okay. All right. I'm going to share my screen. Enable that. share. All right. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
And you can hear me clearly. All right.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to try to discuss with us today is how to master your own destiny. Because people thought that when you talk of destiny, it is what's been assigned to you, what's been written for you. But nothing is assigned to anybody. You are the master of your own destiny. All right. My name is Agbola Fayeshe. I like to tell you I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, Microsoft certified professional, Microsoft certified systems engineer, and I also have certification in Itech. I happen to have the opportunity of starting Itech, and we have developed a partnership with the Itech Vocational Charity in Nigeria. We currently train students from about 7 countries, including Canada, UK, the US, and so on. So, this presentation is going to be a kind of mentoring session for people who are finishing a profession, for people who have done some certification and they are thinking of where next to go. So I will try to present to you what is out there, what we bring to the table, and how you can make the best choice. All right, who are we? Let's start with that. Itech is, let's see if I can put this away. So, Itech Development Charity, our mission is to empower and equip young people with the necessary skill to succeed in this digital world. When you talk of success, you are looking at somebody who has acquired something or who is rich. So what's the difference between rich and poor? The difference may just be opportunity, but we are going to discuss it a little more. To provide needed support, development aid, training, and other assistance to the less privileged and the needy in our community. That has been our focus. And providing this needed aid will help to ameliorate suffering, will help to improve living standards and the quality of life. So, let's talk about journey of 1,000 miles, how to succeed. You always say journey of 1,000 miles start with the first step. Now, if you're going to make a journey, there's going to be obstacles on your way. There's going to be challenges. How do you succeed? What is the difference between remaining poor and being rich? It's a challenge. What does most rich people have in common? Okay? And what is the secret recipe for being successful? I'm going to lay them out quickly. The difference between remaining poor and being rich is opportunity, determination to succeed, not giving up on yourself. The opportunity in front of you, if you take it, determination that yes, I really want to succeed. And if you take, sorry about this. Now, if you take the opportunity, not giving up on yourself is important, and to have a good work ethics. Okay? What does most people, rich people, have in common? Rich people, what do they have in common? It's not their education. Some are not even all that educated. It may surprise you that Bill Gates doesn't have a degree. He quit university to pursue his dream, of course, and we know that he's one of the richest men in the world today. Many of the rich people do not come from rich parents, but they all have dreams and they pursue it. For example, Bill Gates has a dream to have computers in every home in America. And at the start, people were making fun of him because then computers were mainframe, huge something that would take about a hall. But he thought of putting it in every home. But what do you have today? Personal computers are not just in every home today. They're in America, they're every home in the world and in the pocket of everybody. So these rich people, those who become rich, they have daily routine, planning, and a good work ethics. Now, what are the secret recipe for success? I'm going to go over them again. Always exploring and catching in on opportunities. I've talked about opportunity. Opportunity may come your way and you may just look away. For example, Itech brings free IT training for you. IT training that will cost you $5,000 to $10,000 if you migrate to UK or America. They bring that quality to you. Some people just look at it, they are too lazy to pursue it, and they just fall on the road. So they are not cashing in on the opportunity. But I'm glad some people cash in on the opportunity. And some of them are here with us today. Some of them are already in UK, but they are still joining this meeting. Some of them are here in America. They are still joining this meeting. I'm going to tell you a secret. Do not say I told you. Chika Oji is one of us. He's one of those young people who cash in on the opportunity for IT. Today, he's a top IT trainer, IT professional, working for one of the universities. And he started just like you here. So cashing in on an opportunity. And as you go along, there will be obstacles. There will be problems. There will be shortage of money. There will be shortage of time. There will be illness. There will be all sorts of things. But never give up on yourself. Nobody can do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. Don't give up. Then you have to know how to manage your time. Manage yourself. I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that. You have to have a daily to-do list and a good work ethics. All those that you see that are rich today, they have good work ethics. They manage their time, they manage their resources, they devote their time to work. We're going to hear from one of them today. The person who's coming to mentor us, Mr. Todd Sheets. He also started from the grassroots. And I'm glad that he's here today to share his experience with us. He started really from the grassroots. When I say grassroots, cutting grass. And then he went to building a business. And his business worth millions of dollars today. Single-handedly, this young man. And that is, he has a good work ethics. So I'm glad that we are having somebody like that to mentor a lot of you. He will be able to give you his life experience. Was it easy for him? No. It was difficult, but he never gave up on himself. He has a good work ethics. He has a vision. He has a dream. He pursued it. Now, what do we have for you to get you to where you want to go? The Itech has this training methodology, a weekly video tutorial, and all the books and all the things you need to study. They are online for you. Then we have weekend classes where you come together as a group. You make presentation. It could be a Saturday class, it could be a Sunday class, depending on your class. And you have the opportunity of meeting a group. You have group discussions and instructor guided. Then, after you have finished all your lectures, all the training, yes, the class prepares you for the test. And I'm glad to say that out of the 10 people who finished our A plus this last month, 9 of them successfully passed their A plus, CompTIA A plus test. What other evidence are you looking for? Even if an Itech, an IT institute here in the US accomplished that goal, they will say, bravo, 90%, that is great. And that is what we have just proven. Many of them are here with us today. Those who just passed. Harris Adegbenle is one of them. I will tell you. So many of them, the time will not permit me to continue to count them. Then we are strongly encouraging you to go for certification. Is the proof that you have the knowledge. Once you put that certification behind your name, yes, you can apply to anywhere in the world. They know you know what you are talking about. Now, let's go to another one. Now you have finished Tech Foundation. Where do you want to go next? Selecting an ideal IT profession is very, very nerve-wracking because do I go left? Do I go right? So let's quickly say, what does it take to select a good IT profession? Well, the first thing is it should take your personal interest. What are you interested in? What do you have passion for? It's important to consider what you are genuinely interested in and passionate about. This will help you stay motivated and engaged in your career. I'm going to quickly give you my example. When I got into the United States and I started studying computers, I went into logistics, then I went into database, developing database, then I went into networking. But most of those fields didn't give me the joy that I was looking for because I have one thing or the other against many of those professions. In the database world, you spend hours and hours and hours and you never done enough. In the networking world, every time you go to the server room, everything's working well. You can do that for 3 months. You are just sitting behind the computer, behind the servers. The day something goes wrong, when the server goes down, oh, everybody say, where are they? Where's all our server people? What have they been doing? So it's like you don't get any acknowledgement for every effort you bring to the table. And then suddenly I discovered that a lot of technicians may come to me, a lot of users may come to me, and I will share my knowledge with them. And I say, wait a moment, it might be actually fun to be a trainer. And that's how I got into the training field about 35 years ago. And I'm glad that I took that decision because all over these years, I've been a trainer and I've been able to train a lot of people, both directors, professionals here and there. That gives me joy. So you have to look at what do you actually like to do. The other thing is your proficiency and skill level. Are you good in database? Or are you good in programming? From your tech foundation, you should have discovered what you really like to do. Or do you just like repairing computers, putting it apart, putting it together? So assess your current skills and proficiency in the various IT. This will help you to identify which field you are already strong in and which area might require more learning and development. So don't ignore that. That is very important. Okay? Then, this is what I try to sell to some of my students. What is the job market? Why do I want to go and study something that the job opportunity is not that great? Not only that, Maybe the pay is not even that great. Maybe in the country where you are now, if you are not migrating, maybe it's not even strong yet. The market is not strong for it. So you must identify what is the job market. Okay? Now, what time is required for you to actually get into that field? Let's see if we can get this out here. Now, what is the educational requirement and the resources for that certification? This include the online courses, training program, certification opportunity that can help you build your skills and credentials. So if you have training resources available, you have the things that can get you from point A to point B, then pursue it. But if you don't have it or you cannot afford it, then that may not be the opportunity for you yet. So by considering the factors I've just mentioned, you can create a personalized and effective roadmap for your IT career. If you need more detailed information or guidance, feel free to ask. Your trainers will always be there to guide you or recommend you to some of the registered mentor IT professionals that we have with Itech. They can always connect you and they will always guide you. All right. What are the top IT career paths available? I'm going to go over this quickly. Software development, cybersecurity, professional who work in protecting the system, data science and data analytics. That is a very, very good market in Nigeria now. Why? Because Microsoft, Amazon, Google, they are setting up data centers in Nigeria. They are setting up offices and programs to hire data scientists and data analytics. So if you want to go into that field, I say yes. If you also want to go into cybersecurity, we have some of our friends, some of our students who has finished training, who passed some cybersecurity test. They didn't have to apply, they didn't have to go overseas. The job came to them. Some of them are working remotely for companies in the US because they have passed their cybersecurity. So these are areas you can get into. Cloud computing is another area. Network and system administration. This used to be very prime in those days, but because many things are moving into the cloud, the job opportunity for this is a little low. IT support and help desk. Yeah, this may sound like little, but it is good. You learn to be an IT specialist, help desk technician. You learn to become support staff. Organizations in the US, companies in UK, companies in Canada can employ you. Fortunately, we have a few of our students in Nigeria who is working for some corporations in Canada and in the US because they have finished this part of training. So it's another way you can become an IT support technician. Database administration is also up there. The DevOps and IT operations, it's always there. There are courses you can take that focuses on this. Artificial intelligence and machine learning. Oh, that is the thing now. You hearing of AI. Yeah, they need people to train AI on what to do. And if you get into that field, yes, but you need to know a lot of data to do your data plus. before you can get into that field. Okay? IT project management is still another field. If you've gone to the university, you have your HND somewhere, and you're looking for something you can do in addition, IT project management may be the best way for you. Well, these career paths offer a wide range of opportunity, and they can be tailored to your interest and skills. So know what you are looking for and go for what you think is best for you. All right? Like I said before, if you need more detailed information on any specific part, feel free to ask. The mentors that we have on board that are registered with us worldwide, they will be able to attach one of them to you, and they will help you. So what does Itech bring to the table? What is the roadmap? It's not that difficult. These are the courses we have, and these are the path. If you want to get into cybersecurity, you can do Tech Foundation, CompTIA Network Plus, CompTIA Security Plus, and CompTIA CISA. If you are able to take those courses, we have those courses. If you're able to take those courses and you pass, let me tell you the secret now. You may not even get a job in Nigeria. You might be applying for jobs overseas, in Canada, in the US, in Australia, in the UK. Trust me, you can get a job from Nigeria. We have a candidate, not even one, in UK. They applied from Nigeria. They were surprised they got those jobs. They brought them into UK on a professional visa and even give them a house. Why? Because they were able to show that we have this and that certification. All right. If you want to get into data track, Tech Foundation, we always start all our training with Tech Foundation, as you will see from here. We have Tech Foundation, CompTIA Data Plus, Advanced Data Analytics, and AI Machine Language. That includes Python. Or you want to be an IT application and service support. Like I mentioned before, you also start with Tech Foundation, CompTIA A Plus, and application support. In the application support, you're going to learn Microsoft Office, SharePoint, Google, and so many other things that makes you a truly IT professional. Now we have a particular training path, the IVC, Itech Vocational Tech. It is on the ground, it's in person. They start with Tech Foundation. Many of them are in the session today because we brought in a mentor to mentor them. You're going to have Tech Foundation, CompTIA A Plus, computer repairs, phone repairs, solar generator building, and internship. They are going through their period of internship now. They finish all this. We have about 9 candidates who have successfully completed that. And you can just imagine, if you have your own kiosk in any of the shopping mall, you're able to repair computer, repair phone, cell phone accessory, charge phone for people, get them generator that can power their house. They will always be coming to you. You don't need to go look for a job. The job is already there for you. All right. Itech offers the following courses. In person, we have a vocational center in Nigeria, in Elisha. We are now in about 3 schools where we train the teachers and the teachers are training the students. We also have collaborative arrangement and agreement with libraries in Nigeria and in the US that allow us to go in once in a week and train people. One of those who are giving their testimony on the video today actually participated in one of the libraries from here in the US, and she was able to be successful. Now, we also have virtual, online, instructor guided, and self-paced. Any of these courses that we have mentioned, you can take them and you have the guidance of qualified instructors. The courses we are offering include Tech Foundation, CompTIA Plus, Network Plus, Security Analyst, Data Plus, Advanced Data Analytics, Python, and machine learning. So those are some of the courses we currently offer. Okay, what is it requiring of you? Well, what do we bring to the table? Participants are linked with cybersecurity and other IT professionals, like I've been mentioning, to serve as mentor, to provide guide, to assist you with learning, with your test prep, and while you are still there, they help you create a network of professionals who will guide you and support you. We have online remote job opportunities. We can help you source that. Many of our graduating participants work for organizations in the US, in Canada, in UK. So the sky is the beginning. And I'm glad to say also that we have some of our participants who establish their own website and provide IT services through those websites. We also have internship opportunity. As you are learning, you want to do internship on that field so that when you finish, you become a real professional. Yes, we can source companies that will take you in and you can work remotely for those opportunities. So in this aspect of connecting to other organizations, companies overseas, we have been very, very successful. And you can ask a few of our trainers, a few of the students who finished with us, you see that yes, they have benefited from this. So what are you required to do? Well, set out time for study, prepare research, produce your weekly report, participate in group practices to ensure your success, then please take and pass an IT certification. CompTIA, Microsoft, whatever test that is out there, we will guide you, and your success is our success. So, the roadmap to success, what does it take? We've talked about what we can go for, but how do you plot yourself from point A to point B to get to where you have to go? You have to know where you want to be. Visualize, where do I want to be? Then be courageous. Be ready to learn. Stay plugged in. You have to have positive habit. Then free yourself. Make sure that yes, you really want this and you are working hard to get it. That is the way you can get to where you want to be. Having the right attitude. So, the roadmap to success. What does it take? Set an attainable goal, SMART goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-based. What do I mean by that? Specific. What specifically do you want to do? I want to go for cybersecurity. I want to go for data analytics. So set your mind on where you want to go. How will you know when you have reached it? Then you have to set a goal that is attainable. When I have my certifications, I know I'm there. When I'm able to pass this, I know I'm there. Is that goal attainable? Do you have what it takes? Is it in your power to accomplish it? If something is requiring you to devote 7 hours a week and you are giving it 2 hours, then you know that that goal may not be attainable for you. If it requires you 7 hours and you are able to bring 9 hours to the table, 12 hours to the table, then it's attainable. Can you realistically achieve it? Are you in today, out tomorrow? you say you have this problem, that problem, and then you lose focus. Is it realistic? Can you do it? This last one, timely. When do you want to accomplish it? It's not enough to say, I want to be a cybersecurity professional. And you know what? 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, you are still there. 2 years, you fall off and come back, and your colleagues are already certified. They're already working. Well, you may be there until thy kingdom come. So you have to set time. In the next 6 months, I want to be there. Okay? Now, it's not just enough to set goal. I say you have to get a to-do list. Now, break down what you want to do into manageable project, process, task. They say, how do you eat an elephant? A whole elephant, how do you eat it? A bite at a time. Get yourself ready for that. Now, for example, this person has a project to study. All right, I'm not just going to study. I'm going to break it down into task 1, task 2, task 3. Task 1, test, review 2 times daily. It might be 30 minutes each. Memorize 3 acronyms daily. That is task 2. Memorize 1 protocols daily. That is task 3. If you do this, before you know it, you are a bank of knowledge. But it's very little, a little here, a little there, a bite at a time, you are building your knowledge. That's what it takes. And something here to help you. Use digital assistants. It's on your phone. There is OneNote, there is MS To Do, there is diary or notebook. Almost Yahoo, Google, all of them have what you can use to guide yourself, to give you a reminder. And in your training, we're going to train you to use some of these. Learn it and use it. What you want to do on Monday, Tuesday, then use it daily. Check what you have to do, what you have succeeded in doing daily, mark it off. What you did not mark up today, bring it up tomorrow. So if you discipline yourself this way, you will actually succeed. Now, effective use of time. Use those negligible time, convert it to useful time. 30 minutes before or after bed. Before you go to bed, do something in 30 minutes. Read something. When you wake up, 30 minutes. If it becomes a habit, you will enjoy it. You are traveling from point A to point B, especially when you are fortunate to be in traffic and there's go slow. Take out your phone, open a PDF and start to read. Use that time wisely. You're waiting for somebody, they are coming, or you are in a waiting area. Take out your phone or take out your pad or whatever notebook you have. Start to use that time wisely. Oh, you're in the restroom. Don't say I told you. You are in the toilet. Maybe it takes you 15 minutes. Then start to read something in that 15 minutes. But don't stay there too long. Somebody will be knocking and trying to break down the door. So use these times wisely. You'll be surprised how much you get. Now, if you want to succeed, be positive in spirit and keep friends who are positive like you. All right? Think positive, keep friends that are positive like you. If you have friends who are always telling you, oh, you're a bookworm, oh, you never have time for fun, oh, your life is just going to be like a bookworm, that's not a good friend. If you have friends who are supporting you or encouraging you to say, go for it, those are the friends you want to keep. All right. Diligently follow your plans and the roadmap to achieve your success. There will be hurdles on the way. There will be problems on the way. Decide where you want to go and follow through. The big question now, do you want to walk on the road to success? Well, a call to action. Do you know that as we speak across the US, Europe, and other regions, there are millions of job openings and remote positions available in cybersecurity, cloud computing, and data analytics? Yes. If you go on Google and you search what are job opportunities in cybersecurity and so on, you see that there are millions of those jobs. The demand for qualified professionals exceeds the supply in every country, the supply that universities can provide. So making self-direct skill acquisition a faster route into the IT will make you a success. Try to obtain the right training, the right certification. It will open the door to a broad spectrum of career opportunity. And if you don't know, when you have this certification, you can apply directly to jobs in Canada, in Australia, in UK. I have some folks in Canada who from Nigeria applied, and because of their certifications, they gave them visas to go to Canada to go work. The same thing, the guy, some of the folks in the UK, they applied from Nigeria, they got those jobs. They know you are coming as an expert, as a professional, but you have to have the certification to prove it. Itech can give you that certification. So empower yourself by taking advantage of the current growth and opportunities in this expanding industry. Be the master of your own destiny. Thank you. That's it from me.
Wow. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, for that eye-opener, that enlightening, and a way forward for our old students and our students that are just signing up. I believe everybody got a point or two or even noted some down. Did anybody catch that SMART, the acronym for the SMART? The words? Well, I believe you did. Okay, I can say it. Yes, very good. Very good. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so next up would be inviting our training manager, Mr. Isaac Adekoye. And he's going to walk us through how the learning process, how it is structured, our classes, how it would run, and what you're to expect in the weeks ahead. Mr. Isaac Adekoye, over to you, sir.
Right. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
So, good evening, good afternoon from your different locations. My name is Isaac Adekoye. I'll be talking about IDC training methodology. What do we have? What are patterns of training, and what are you expected to do as a trainer, as a trainee? IDC is making education very easy for everyone. One are the days of physical learning, where you use a pencil, you have to appear to the class physically with a teacher, with a blackboard and the rest. But now we are in a digital age. So IDC is making a very good use of virtual learning. And the virtual learning makes it easier, no matter your age, your gender, your prior location, even no matter your disabilities. So far you have internet in your location, you can learn. despite your age, you can learn, your location, you can learn. Then, what are our training methods? We have self-paced study. You might have heard some of these from our CEO. I will just talk briefly and explain a little about them. The self-paced study is all about you learning at your own convenience. You don't have the time, maybe a specific time to meet with a trainer. You don't have a particular fixed time. You want to learn at your own pace. IDC have a platform for that, whereby you can read through materials, go through virtual videos that will take you to understand what you are reading, and also have the quizzes, knowledge assessment, to know you really understand what you are learning. And also by that, you have a back end who will be monitoring your progress. If you have any question, any challenges, you can learn even at your own pace. What about instructor-led guide live sessions? We have that too, whereby that will be a live interaction. You have a live interaction with your trainers. You have a live interaction with other fellow students, so that you interact with each one, you learn from each other, and you make it well engaging. We have a classroom platform where all students can interact, either virtually or on a social media, which we use WhatsApp. And even during your class, you can still learn. As you are learning from your fellow students, you also do a peer group review. Each student check other students, and that keeps you going. That keeps you check, and it helps every student to make sure they want to improve every day. Then lastly, we have a mentoring by professionals, which is part of why we are here tonight. We have a mentoring speaker who will mentor you at each stages of your IT part. When you finish your Itech foundation, you want to get into another part. You have a mentoring professional that will guide you through. Which part are you supposed to take? Are you supposed to go to data plus, data track, cybersecurity parts, or which other parts? Then these professionals will be there to guide you through, so that you will maintain a focus on a particular part that will quickly get you to your destination. So take notes. We have a self-paced study, instructor guide. Any of these you pick will guide you through it until you get to that professional stage. Then, as a student, what are you required to do? What are you supposed to do while you are enrolling? You need to study your materials. And your materials you have reading materials, you have video materials, and after reading your materials, video materials will take you through like having to visualize what you have read. When you read, you visualize it. Then after that, you will now have some knowledge assessment. These are questions based on what you read and what you have seen from the video. And after that, you'll be required to have a 5-minute video presentation as your weekly assignment. So each week, if you can devote like 8 hours for reading, you are required to summarize what you learned in like 5 slides. Then you record yourself and submit it as your weekly assignment. Now look at it. Look at this learning process. While you are reading on your own, you are learning. As you are watching through the video, you are visualizing what you are reading. Then the knowledge assessment also takes you to what you have read, just to make sure you really understand it. Now, as you are summarizing the point on your PowerPoint, that's also a way of learning. And IDC have been using this method. It has been working very effectively. And I believe it will work for you too, to make good use of it. Now, make sure you submit your assignment before your deadlines. Normally, your reading materials will be released on Sunday or Monday of every week. So you are required to read through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, And on Friday, you have to submit your assignments. The trainers will be there to monitor as you are reading your material. Don't think as you are reading, nobody is checking you. They are monitoring your reading. They are monitoring as you are answering your quizzes, the knowledge assessments. They are following through at the back end. And so on Friday, you are supposed to submit your assignments so that on Saturday, either Saturday or Sunday, depending on your classes, you meet with your trainers. And when you meet with your trainers, you are also required to participate, not just to attend. You can attend a class and not participate. Remove your participation. All these are what your trainers are taking note of. And all this will count in your grading. And lastly, you have a WhatsApp group where all students will be together with their trainers. As we are reading your materials every week, you can have a few discussion with your fellow students, with your trainers. So that still gives you opportunity to learn, not just you alone, to learn within your fellow students, your trainers, even as you are reading your materials. So you see that from the beginning of the week, while you are reading, while the materials are being released to you, to the end of the week, where you meet with your trainers, we have people with you to learn together. And so you are required to make use of all these resources as the course of your learning. Now, what are our courses and pathways? The CEO has mentioned some of these, and briefly, I'll just take you through the three parts that we have. We have the cybersecurity part, where you need to take Tech Foundation, Network Plus, Security Plus, and CISA. If you are into data track, we take Tech Foundation, Data Plus, Data Analytics, and AI Machine Learning. The last track is the IT Application and Service Support. In that, you still take Tech Foundation, you take Computer A Plus, and Application Support. So any of these tracks, remember, we have professional mentors who will guide you through, know which parts you have to take. And so let's work it together to unlock the full potential of virtual learning. Thank you for my part tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac Adekoye, for that insightful package. You can see all our students and everyone here that Itech Charities is really loaded, and we're ready to train you, whatever career path you're ready to choose or you want to choose, or whatever path you want to take in learning, we are ready for you. So all we need is your commitment, your timing, and your dedication. That's all that's required from you. I believe you're enjoying this mentoring session. Mr. Zen, are you here with us?
All right, thank you. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you, Miss Nelly.
thank you, Miss Nelly.
So for the mentoring segment now, I'll be calling the CEO to introduce our mentoring speaker. Mr. Peshi, please.
Yes, thank you very much. It's my great pleasure to introduce the next speaker. It's a grassroots person, but he has left the grassroots because he has grown to become a big tree. But he's a self-made man, and that is why I'm glad that we are getting this caliber of person to come and mentor you. In Nigeria, a particular tribe, they said if you say you have a sickness and somebody is prescribing a medication to you, that tribe will ask you, have you ever suffered from that illness before? If you said no, it's not going to worry about your medication. But if you say, yeah, I suffered from it and I used this medication and it helped me. Then they're going to say, yes, this is the right, they're going to take it. So Mr. Todd Sheet is a business owner, a director. He built his businesses, and he sold some of them. And he was able to go from the grassroots, build his way all the way high up there. How did they do it? So we can learn from him, and that's why I'm glad that he has stepped up to come and mentor your group. Particularly, he was focusing on those who are doing the solar generator, because all of them are here today. But I said, look, let's not just talk to those folks. Let's talk to everybody who are graduating, because they will also learn from him. So thank you very much, Mr. Todsheet, for taking the opportunity to come and talk to our group. So I'm going to hand over the mic to you, and I hope you'll be able to share your screen and make your presentation. Thank you.
First of all, can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. And you all can see me. And yes, I do want to be able to share my screen. So let me hold on one second here. Forgive me. Oddly enough, Abdullah gave me so much praise, but the one thing I'm not is tech savvy with computers. So that's why I still have people that I have to hire to do all this stuff for me. So I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. Do you want to continue? Yes. All right, let's see here. Hold on. Where are we? All right. Can we see that? But how do I get to see you all? Oh, is anyone seeing my screen? I think so.
Not yet.
Hold on. Let me share.
Oh, yes, we can see
There we
your
go.
screen.
There we go.
It's coming up.
Okay, there we go. All right, very good. All right. Well, obviously, Mr. Faisi invited me here today because he said, as part of this mentoring program, that many of you were going to be try and get involved in business, right? And in particular, this Tech Solar program in Nigeria. And so that is why he wanted me to speak today. Who am I? Why am I here? Okay, he mentioned grassroots. Well, my name is Todd Sheets. I live here in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area of the United States. And hopefully, they say those of us who live here in America and Maryland and Virginia, we have an accent. So hopefully, you can understand what I'm saying. But anyway, I'm the president and owner of Radio Systems Integrators. And, I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. Out of high school, I had a lawn business, I had a car detailing business, a number of different things, but eventually I got into communications. And I've been in the communications business for 30 years, and even successfully built and sold a company after 13 years with another business partner. And by the time we sold that company, we were doing over $20 million a year in revenue. So I certainly have a lot of experience. I've had a lot of trial and error. Okay, I've made a lot of mistakes, as a lot of businessmen have. But with every mistake, every failure, there's a lesson to be learned. And I've learned from them and turned them into successes. Abdullah Faisi said something earlier, and this wasn't even going to be part of my speech, but it hit me while I was listening to him. He was talking about opportunity. And, a lot of people say that when you're successful in business or you have success, well, they're lucky. A lot of people use that term, they're lucky, right? Some people will throw around that term luck. But you know what the word luck means? You know what it means? It's when preparedness meets opportunity. Just remember that. There's no real such thing as luck. Luck is when preparedness meets opportunity. When we're prepared and opportunity comes along, we seize it. And that was something that Mr. Faisi talked about earlier. So, the idea of having a successful business. How do we build a business?
Todd, if I
Yes.
can you do F5 on your keyboard?
F5?
Yes.
Okay, I just did.
Okay.
Didn't do anything. Why? What's...
Oh, I thought he's going to expand your presentation to fill the screen.
Hold on. Let me see
I think it should
something
be
here.
Shift F5.
Shift, okay, do Shift
F5.
F5.
Shift F5. All right. See, I told you I wasn't tech savvy. Did that do anything?
It still
Your
doesn't
screen sharing.
respond. If you go to slideshow, click on slideshow and slideshow from the top. I'm going to charge you for this every minute. You see this slideshow on the top of your PowerPoint slideshow?
Yeah, slideshow. Okay, slide control.
Slideshow.
It just says slide control. Let's see. I don't
No,
see
there's
slideshow.
file, home, insert, draw, design, transition, animation, then slideshow.
Let me see. Your screen sharing.
It's on the PowerPoint.
It is having. All right. Let me see something
Okay.
here. Unless you want to
Let's
have someone
go
turn
to
it
your
over.
right. You see this after animation. You see slideshow.
Oh, let me move this out of the way. Hold on. All right.
You're almost there. If we start from the left, we see file, home, insert, draw, design, transition, then animation, slideshow.
Animation. I'm not seeing slide control.
Animation and then slideshow.
I'm not seeing animation.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, you can see there's a present button here. On the right hand side at the top there, you can see present. Just click on it.
Good. Thank you. You see?
See?
Now.
All right. By the way, you can't charge me for that time, Well, you had me going in the wrong direction. Okay. All right. But now, how do I go through these slides? That's my question.
Yeah, just click, and then you go through the next.
Okay. All right. Well, I was hoping to be able to see the other slides, but all right. So, got a little derailed, but you know what? In business, you know what happens? You get derailed. Okay. So you get derailed, and then guess what? You keep on going. That's what happens in business. But anyway, our agenda today, we're going to talk about a unique formula. Again, we're all talking about how to be successful in building a business. So we're going to talk about a unique formula, sales pitch, feasibility study, maximizing opportunity, and then we'll have a brief review. So, what is the most important thing to a business? What is it? Well, you can probably guess by what's up on that screen in big letters, right? Sales. Sales, as my dad always told me, he says, Todd, nothing happens till something is sold. You can't fix anything. You can't service anything. There's nothing to follow up on. Nothing happens until something is sold. That's why sales is so important, because sales is what really generates a business and revenue. So, how do we achieve sales? What is the key thing? Well, there's one key element or one key phrase that you have to determine and figure out. And you'll see those three letters there, USP. Remember that, USP. Unique selling proposition. You have to have a unique selling proposition. What is that? It basically is stating what makes my product or service unique and why would someone want to buy it? Every company has to have a unique selling proposition. So, what is a unique selling proposition? It can be many things. But I always like this one because it kind of hits a lot of things in what we're going to talk about. Ted Turner, I don't know if many of you know who he is, but he's a multi-billionaire. He created a communications empire with television in the United States, CNN, TNT, many mediums in telecommunications. He made this statement. He says, if you sell a better product and provide superior service for less money, you can grow your business incredibly fast. That was a quote from Ted Turner. And believe me, that is true. Selling a better product, providing superior service for less money will enable you to grow your business fast. Again, we're talking about this idea of USP. So, many of you are familiar, I think many of you are familiar with Walmart. Well, what was their USP? Well, their USP was that they had everything in one location and were the lowest prices on the market. You know, it used to be many years ago, especially in this country, in the US, you'd have to go one place to buy food, one place to buy clothing, one place to buy toys, one place to buy, you name it, right? Hardware, whatever. Well, Walmart came up with the idea, we're going to put it all in one place. So people didn't have to go to all these different stores. They sell food, they sell toys, they sell lawn equipment, they sell clothing, you name it, Walmart sells it. And they said they were going to sell it for the lowest price, lower than anyone else on the market. That was their unique selling proposition some 50 plus, 60, 70 years ago is when they started. Well, what has that done? Well, today they are still the largest company in the world when it comes to revenue, $650 billion a year. Why? Because Walmart defined what their unique selling proposition was going to be. So again, this idea of USP, better product, less money, better service. Well, let's talk about all three of these things. Let's break them down one at a time. Better product. And as it relates to the solar generator that I know many of you are working on this project, and you want to make a better product than your competition. It has to be better. First, you have to make the product a product that will last. This means you don't cut corners, you want to be honest, and you don't use imitation parts. You have to make a quality product that will last. In addition, you want to make a product that fits the needs of your market. Okay? It's got to fit a particular need within your market. It maybe have some things that, again, your competition doesn't have. And as it mentions, this product needs to be better than your competition. In addition, that same product needs to sell for less money. Simply put, it's got to be less than what your competition is selling for. So again, you have to create a quality product that fits the needs of your market, maybe has some added features that the other product doesn't have or your competition, and you can sell it for less money than your competition without compromising quality. Now, this is not always an easy thing to do, right? If you're providing a better product, creating a better product that's going to last with unique features and still doing it at a cost that will allow you to sell it at a lower price, it's not always an easy thing to do, but it can be done. And then after that, again, to quote Ted Turner, better product, less money, better customer service. Better service. You want to provide better after-sales service than anyone else. You want to follow up with the customers on how the product is performing. You want to make sure it's working well. This goes an incredibly long way to repeat business. The better your customer service, the more that customer is going to come back. Now, I'm going to give you an example. In my previous company, Procom, that we sold, we had a county school contract here in Maryland, 215 schools that we were taking care of. And we won the contract because of our price. And we were giving them an alternate product than they were actually asking for, but we showed them how it was better. So we gave them a better product for less money. So we met the first two aspects of achieving our unique selling proposition, right? There was a bid that went out for this product. We won the bid. However, once we earned the business, we serviced that customer, all 215 schools, better than any previous company had done with that contract. By a long shot. We were hands-on. When they had issues, we wouldn't charge them for making service calls. There were so many things that we did as a company that when it came time, now this was a 3-year contract that we had. So it was due to expire in 3 years and they were going to rebid it. Well, the school system found a way not to rebid that contract so that we could still have it because, as they said, you're the best vendor we have ever had in our years of doing business here in Montgomery County. My company had that contract for 17 years until we sold the company. So again, why? Well, we came in with a better product, better price, but at the end of the day, the big thing that kept us was providing better service. And that's a key thing to keeping customers. And that was one of our biggest accounts too, by the way. So that unique selling proposition, again, just to recap, providing a better product, and that can be a number of things, better features, better quality, for a better price, and then supply and supporting it with better customer service. Now, we go to our next kind of subject, but it really ties in with what we just discussed under USP, Unique Selling Proposition, and that is we need to do what's called a feasibility study. You know, Agboola talked about this a little bit in his slides about the idea that, well, are you pursuing something that really, is there an opportunity there to go and make money in that field, or are you pursuing something that maybe there's not really a lot of opportunity, right? I'll give you a perfect example. I'm also a musician. Okay, I've been a musician for 40 some years. However, I realized really rather quickly there was no money. It was very difficult to make any money in the music business. So I pursued it as a hobby, right? That in essence was a feasibility study, determining whether there really was a market there or not. But a feasibility study, is it feasible? Determine, is there a market for your product? Number one, is there a market for what we're building, what we're going to sell? 2, what price point can the market afford? It's a big one. You can't produce a generator as you all are trying to produce here in this project and say, well, we're going to sell it for $1,000 when the market, and I'm using American dollars here, $1,000, and if the market can only afford $300, what price point can the market afford? 3, if there already is a similar product in the market, is the market big enough to handle another manufacturer of the same product? Sometimes markets become saturated. There's already too much competition. The market is saturated. Now, from what I understand, in Nigeria, There is a vast market for what you all are trying to produce in this project, these generators. Incredible market. But again, is the market big enough? Are there any unique features that the market needs that the current manufacturer is not supplying? Is your competition or a current manufacturer not supplying features that the market needs? You want to determine that and see if you can meet those demands. Can you make your product better with these unique features for a cost that will still allow you to sell it for less? It's the last point there. Again, is it feasible? Market research, knowing the market you're in, will determine whether it is a feasible, viable business to get into. Now, maximizing opportunity is our next one. What do we mean by maximizing opportunity? Well, I like to use the example of the coffee shop. A coffee shop, as you know, what do they sell? Coffee. We have lots of them here in the United States, lots of different coffee shops, big chains like Starbucks and others. And then we have little cafes that all sell coffee. But a coffee shop, every one of them will sell food items that go with coffee, maximizing the opportunity in what is called in business floor space. The idea here is that they've already got a customer that's going to spend, sadly to say, in this country, $3 on a cup of coffee, but they sell them food in addition. Now that same customer just spent $10, not $3. So the idea as it relates to this project that many of you are involved in, if you are selling these solar generators to provide electricity for cell phones or other items, can you sell charging cords for cell phones that work with your generator? Or what other items could you sell that are synergistic with these solar generators? Even as it relates to the cell phones, because many of them are using this generator to charge their cell phone, could you sell cell phone cases, accessories for the cell phone, anything that you can maximize that space with? Because from what I understand, you all are going to be setting up a kiosk in an area where there's going to be foot traffic. Well, if you've already got somebody coming by to look at the generator, you now have a captive audience that can allow you to sell other things to them. Perhaps even if they can't buy the generator, you can charge them to charge their phone for a period of time. This maximizes the amount of revenue you can produce from the same amount of space that you're utilizing there with the kiosk. So maximizing the opportunity. No, we're not going to do a quiz. We're going to throw that slide out, but we are going to do a review. So again, what is the most important thing to having a successful business? What is it? Sales. You have to have sales. But how do we create sales? The first thing we do is we define what our USP is going to be, our unique selling proposition, and then we carry through on that unique selling proposition. Secondly, we do a feasibility study. We determine, is there a market for what we're selling, and how are we going to fit that market with our unique selling proposition? Thirdly, we then want to maximize the opportunity. Again, the idea with the kiosk or whatever you're going to utilize to sell these generators, can you sell other things while you have a live captured audience there? It will increase sales and revenue. And then, of course, there is your sales pitch. And what it really is a sales pitch, especially as it relates to the business that you all are trying to engage in. Really, your sales pitch is conveying in a clear and concise and positive way your unique selling proposition to that customer and how that product is going to benefit them both now and in the future. That is what a good sales pitch means. Conveying, again, your unique selling proposition to the customer and showing them how they are going to benefit by using your product. I want to thank you. I believe that's all I have the time I have. Hopefully, I haven't taken up too much time. Hopefully, it's made sense to you. If you have any questions, certainly you can contact. I didn't have my email up here, but you can contact Abdullah Faisi or any other members of the team, and they could certainly contact me as well, and I'd be happy to talk one-on-one with you and assist you. But again, I do want to say this. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. It's my pleasure. I'm always excited when I hear of young entrepreneurs trying to get into business. I applaud you for that. Stay at it. As Abdullah mentioned earlier too, one of the things about being in business and being an entrepreneur is, in addition to everything we've discussed, make no mistake about it, it is hard work. It takes a lot of time, a lot of hours, and a lot of work. And it doesn't happen overnight, but you can succeed if you stick with it. Thank you again.
Oh, thank you very, very much, Mr. Todd Sheets. That is short and sweet. I told you folks that you're going to get something you're always going to remember that you can always take away with you. And Mr. Toshit has proven it. I mean, it's no exaggeration. If somebody builds a business that is earning millions and is worth multi-millions and sold that business, you know they know what they are doing. There's no doubt about that. So Mr. Toshit knows what he's doing. He's been a very successful young businessman. And for him to agree to help to mentor our folks in Nigeria, that's an icing on the cake. So thank you very much. We appreciate your presentation. His PowerPoint is going to be made available. Mine is also going to be made available in PDF format so that you can always refer to it. And Mr. Tochit will always be knocking your door because we want to harness this, your knowledge and skill and experience to better the life of these young people. Thank you very much. I'm going to hand over. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Todsheet. That was a really insightful one. No amount of money can buy the knowledge we've gained from that presentation. Thank you very much for that, sir. Really appreciate you, and we hope to gain more from you. Up next, now we'll be having our inspirational speech, and this speech will be given by Mr. Mdowa Gbededo. So we'll be having his video presentation played for us. So can our audiovisual team play the video for us? Okay, it's getting started.
Good afternoon, everyone. To the graduates, trainers, family members, friends, and the entire Itech Charities Organization team, thank you for allowing me the privilege and the honor of addressing you on this, your special day today. I want to start by saying that this moment belongs to you, the learners, the doers, the survivors, the dreamers. Today isn't just a ceremony. It is a signboard on a longer road that you've been on. You've been walking, sometimes maybe even crawling towards a better future. Many of you did not have an ideal environment. Maybe you didn't have access to electricity 24/7, Or maybe your internet connection cut off during your classes. Maybe you were balancing this training while hustling to feed your families or helping siblings with schoolwork. Yet, you showed up. You stayed curious. You asked questions. You wrote the code. You designed the pages. You troubleshot the bugs. You submitted the project. You did the work. Now, that persistence in the face of pressure is more valuable than any software that you can build. That grit is your superpower. To recognize the work that Itech has actually accomplished, think about the Itech development charities. It is doing transformational work. I had the opportunity to visit the website and I saw some remarkable things. Itech isn't just teaching skills. They're creating bridges and highways from underserved neighborhoods in Nigeria to international opportunity. They're equipping young minds with practical tech skills. Skills like graphic design, web development, digital marketing, data analytics. This isn't just about getting a certificate. This is about economic empowerment. It's about dignity. It's about restoring the hope in places where the world has looked away sometimes. This isn't just about your learning. So, to the team at Itech, mi by Ganji, ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, Dalu, Nagode. Thank you very much for making room for this rising generation. And here's a bigger picture. As you think about today, imagine that someone in Ajegunle or Ikorodu or Makoko can build a website for a company in the US or Canada. A girl from Mushin can become a product designer for a startup in Berlin. A boy in Kaduna can learn Python, get certified, and then work on an AI model for a company he has never even visited. That is not a fantasy. This is happening right now. The world has changed. And now location is not a limitation. In fact, many companies are looking to outsource their work internationally. What you need is skill, discipline, and a connected mindset. That is what Itech has given you, graduates. The global economy is hungry for people who can solve problems in a new and better way. That is what technology is. And you, the class of 2025, are uniquely positioned to serve that need, not just as workers, but as thinkers, builders, and leaders. But let me be very, very real with you. The journey is not always easy. There will be rejection. There will be the feeling that you don't belong, imposter syndrome. There will be interviews that don't go your way. There will be months where it seems like nothing is moving, nothing is clicking. But remember, progress is not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, consistent, behind the scenes. But you just have to keep showing up, keep pushing. Don't just aim for jobs. Aim to build things, to solve real problems. Use your knowledge to solve problems in your own community. Help maybe a small business go digital. Teach someone coming behind you, younger than you maybe. Collaborate with your classmates. Build an app that solves a local challenge. This is how transformation begins. Not in Silicon Valley, but here, wherever you are, with you. So let me leave you with this. Education gave you the light. Technology gives you the reach. Now it's time for you to become a bridge for others. So let your story be proof that where you start doesn't have to determine where you go. Congratulations to every graduate. Your journey is just now beginning. And to the parents, the trainers, the sponsors, thank you very much for investing in these bright minds. And to my brothers and sisters, my fellow technology enthusiasts, I say with all my heart, thank you for listening and congratulations. And may your future be filled with purpose, passion, and impact.
Thank you very much, Mr. Middleworth, for that video, though recorded, but we got the message very clear. And to our new students and to those changing courses or those here, I hope you got a takeaway point from that as well. So this is just to remind all the new students that they would you all will have a meet and greet session with your individual trainers before your classes start. Now, it's going to be a session where your trainers will take you through the training platforms, what to do, and how to go about it. So please, always check your email. Don't stay far from it. And it's very important to follow all the instructions to the last letter, please. For you to enjoy all this package Itech has in store for you, please follow all the instructions. And also by creating an email that we can always reach you with. So I think on this note, we're gradually wrapping up. I would like to call on Mr. Magnus to give us a closing remark.
Is Mr. Magnus still with us? Is his network still here? Okay. While we are waiting for Mr. Magnus to join, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I was not allowed to unmute, so I just got that permission.
Okay. Quickly, I'd like to have one or two students give us their takeaway from this session. What stands out for you? What did you get from this? Is there any light on? Anybody want to comment? This is an opportunity for any of the students or participants. From everything you've heard today, anything stands out for you? Anybody? Don't be shy now. Okay, Sarah Azuka. We'll take one more after you. Sarah, somebody can unmute Sarah, please. Please unmute Sarah so she can talk. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm really excited to have joined this session, and especially from your presentation. Though it's not been easy taking the course and doing other things. Sometimes I feel stuck, I feel overwhelming. But listening to you has really improved the way I see things, my perspective about this course. Though it may take time, it may look hard to do, but I now see that if I make use of this opportunity well, that means I'm actually creating a way for me to aim higher and to achieve my goals concerning my career path in tech. So I'm really happy. I'm really excited that I was able to join. And that has also improved the way I'm seeing this career path and what the future holds for me. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we like to get that kind of input. For any one of us here who's been through the field, who's professionals, we can tell you stories upon stories how we get there. It's not been easy. So, all right. All right. Who else want to, anybody, one more opportunity? Who's going to grab it? Adewumi. Okay. Adewumi, can somebody unmute him so he can talk?
Yeah, good evening from my end. This section has been actually interesting, to be sincere. Yeah, a lot has been said. Yeah, and especially, from Mr. Agbola, our CEO, and at the same time, there is something I want to take note. The students that finish maybe like the tech foundation, like I wanted to ask, when are they going to maybe like choose their next career path? Is it during this section, or are they going to be asked individually?
What's your last question?
I mean, like the student that just finished with their certification in a tech foundation or maybe other courses, are they going? I mean, like choosing their next career path. Is it from this section? Like I expected maybe they are going to be asked. Are they going to be Are they going to be asked privately, maybe individually, or maybe from tomorrow next section?
Okay. I'm going to call Adewumi next, but before I call Adewumi, I outlined for you the part that is out there. It's you who will sit down and look at which part I want to go. We're not going to choose for you. And once you decide this is the part you want to go, then you can meet with any of your instructors. And I said I'm going to make the PowerPoint available to you, the PDF. You will see the career path. If you want to go to cybersecurity, if you want to do data plus, all the courses you need to take. So if your next course is going to be network plus, you will see it there. If it's going to be data plus, you will see it there. And then you have opportunity to sign up for it. And you can ask any of your trainers which one, that this is what you want to take, and then they will give you the link to sign up for the class. Is that clear?
Yeah, that's clear. That's clear.
Okay. We're not going to meet with you individually. We have provide the landscape. Look at the landscape and then you choose where you want to go. Adewumi, do you still have a question?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. So now let's go back to Mr. Ogunsheyi. I saw your hand up at the moment. If you have any question, any comment, and then you can give us the closing.
Yes, I wanted to tell Adewumi that if he's amiss, if you feel like you don't know which course is right for you, the CEO mentioned that you can talk to your trainer. So the parts are there has been mentioned. But if you feel I don't know what step to take, very few people fall into that category. Most people that come take our training already know what they want to do. But if you feel like that, please don't forget to avail yourself of that opportunity. Is that clear, sir? Mr. Adeomi, did you get that? Okay, probably
Yeah,
you're
yeah, I got that. I got that. I got that. As actually, I know what the career path I actually want to take. So and I'm hoping for that to happen.
great, great. Great. So I want to congratulate the students here tonight. There are three groups of students here tonight. There are students who are graduating tonight. There are students who are not graduating tonight, and there are students, future students who just came to this training to see what is happening. They're probably friends or family members of the graduates. You are thinking now, I'm glad that I did not miss the opportunity to come to this event. I congratulate all of you. Now, don't forget what Mr. Todd said. Preparedness, opportunity can make changes. So I wish that you continue to work hard to seize all the opportunity that has been placed before you. Now, my gratitude goes first to Mr. Todd Sheets. We thank you for being here with us tonight to share your vast knowledge and experience. It is a niche that makes important people, gives claim to fame. We thank you so much for all that you shared. We thank our trainers for the hard work of putting all these students to work, the tireless nights you spent to prepare your trainings, to put together your presentations, to follow up on students, to help them with their assignments. Your hard work is much, much appreciated. We also thank the management team. Meet every Mondays, the training manager, the head of the different training groups, and working together, collaborating together to make this a reality. Your effort needs to be appreciated. Well done. We thank the board of directors for their ever-green support, their ideas, their 360-degree support. We have their support. Anytime we need them, we have them for us. We thank you so much for all you do to make this a continued reality. We want to thank the CEO, especially Mr. Gbolafayeshi, for doing all you do tirelessly, not being paid a dime, but making sure that you work even harder than most of us to make sure that this ball keeps rolling, so that many people without the opportunity that would be inaccessible in probably a lifetime have this opportunity at their doorstep, and all they need to do is just take that step forward. We thank you so much for your dedication, your sacrifice. We love you very much, and we want you to know that we love you too for all you do for us. Lastly, I want to thank the Almighty for making this a success. It has been a roller coaster working together, but He has also played a great role in making sure that all we do is successful. So I wish you the very, very best in all your endeavors. I look forward to working with my team members. I appreciate all of you, especially. So thank you. It's good night from me. Those are my last words. And it's celebration time. Ms. Susan, I would return the baton to you. Our anchors, please take it away.
Thank you very much, Mr. Magnus, for that closing speech. That was such a good ending to tonight's event. So thank you all for joining us tonight, and to my wonderful co-anchors, Mrs. Oinlola Ogusheyin and Miss Nelly David. Thank you both for being here. So whether you are new or you are returning, we hope that this program has been very insightful for you. So from all of us here at Itech Development Charities, we say welcome and let's build something meaningful together. It's good night from here. Thank you.
Thank you. It's good night from here too. Thanks for coming and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Night, night.
Celebration, jubilation, no, celebration, what we gon' do for our life. We go day all night,
Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.
Good night, all.
You go play, we get patience. Clean out, I no like pretense. I want the blessings within my location, oh. Bad mind in my circumference. They go do, they go yarn nonsense. I know send that they for high vibration, oh.